Hello everyone, my name is Kushal and today we are going to learn about the inheritance concept in Python. So what is inheritance, where we use it, what is the advantage of it? So suppose if I have n number of classes and also n number of method, so as a programmer it is quite difficult to find out the common methods and just put it into separate class, because if there are 200 or 300 methods, then it's quite difficult to just remember that method name and use it, creating object and use it in the further program. So what happened in that case, we just have to use this inheritance concept. Due to that, what happened, we just acquire the all the properties which we define in our above classes, that is parent classes, in our child classes. So acquiring the properties from parent class to child class, and that concept is nothing but an inheritance concept. So the advantage of using the inheritance concept is that there is a lot of code reusability happen, and also if we want to extend the functionality of our code, then also it is possible. So these are some advantage of inheritance. Now what are the different types there are in inheritance? So there are basically six types: uh, single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and cyclic inheritance. Now let's talk one by one. So what is single inheritance? So single inheritance is also called as simple inheritance, and in that there is only single parent and single child. I just wrote every code here already, so that we just saved our time and try to convert that time to explain all the programs here. So here I just took one example for every inheritance. So this is an example of single inheritance, which is also called as simple inheritance, in which there is only single parent and single child. So I just created here one class which is a parent class with name P, and this is another class I created called child class, and I just inherit the parent class in it. So this is a way to inherit the parent class in our child class. Now if we want to acquire the property of child, then it is easy for me. Just I create here one object and call our child class and call the method of that child class, so that the child class will print here. But now to acquire a method from our parent class, there is no need to create another object. Here in place of m2, I just call here m1 method, and if I print, then I am able to access the parent class also. So this is a very big advantage of inheritance. So this is all about the single inheritance. Now let's talk about the multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, there is also single parent and single child, but in multiple levels. So what happened? There is here single child are defined, that is a single parent are defined, that is class P, and it having a multiple childrens in the case in multi-level children. So here just I define class C and inherit the parent class here. Then there is another children class CC, and again I inherit the above children in that class, and similarly I define another child and inherit the above child in it. So there is a single parent here and three child here in single level, means each having a single parent and single child. So in this case, this child have parent P, this child have parent C and this child have parent CC. So I just acquire single parent single child in multi-level. So if we want to now acquire the, I just create one object here and call this CCC class. And now if I want to acquire any method from this 4 class, then I can able by using this multi-level inheritance concept. Suppose I want to acquire this M2 method of class C, then it is possible. I just print here and it just print the M2 method of class C. Why it is possible? Because in this class I acquire the above class, and in this class I acquire this above class, and in this class I acquire the parent class. So that's why I am able to acquire any method of our whole classes by using a single object reference. So this is all about the multi-level inheritance. Now let's talk about our next inheritance, that is hierarchical inheritance. So what is hierarchical inheritance? In this inheritance there is only single parent and multiple child. So here I just create one parent class, and here I created 3 children with having a same parent PPP. Here I just inherited only the parent class in every children class. What happened in multi-level inheritance is in that there is a single parent and single child. So I just inherit the above parent class in the single child. Here I inherit the above parent in this child class. But here in hierarchical inheritance there is single parent but multiple children. So every time I inherit the parent class in every child class. In this C class I inherit P, double C I inherit P, triple C I inherit the P class only. So what happened in this case? If I want to acquire now the child class, that is suppose I create one object and call this class triple C. Now I just want to acquire the parent class. May I implement a child class here, but I want to implement a parent class, then I just implement by using this. And to acquire this triple C class method, I just call that method and I am able to acquire that method also. But it is not possible to acquire the method of this above classes. If I want to acquire the properties from this double C class, suppose I just call a.m3 method, it just give me attribute here because it does not contain any m3 method triple C class. That's why it gives me error. So in a case where I want to use only the parent class, though there are multiple child class, but on a particular child class I want to acquire a parent class, then in that time we just use this hierarchical concept. So I am able to here access only M4 method and M1 method. So this is all about the hierarchical inheritance. Now let's talk about the multiple inheritance. So what happened in multiple inheritance? There are multiple parents and only a single child. So I just created here parent P1, parent P2 and a child C. And in that child C, I just acquire both the parent, that is P1 and P2. So if I create object of child C and I just want to acquire the method M1 here. So which method will implement here? Both the parent class have same method. So in that case, what happen? The first class which we write here, that method only implements. Suppose I write here P1, after that P2, then P1 will implement. So I just run here and I will show you. So this is the parent class of P1. That is, this method is called. Why this is this method is called? Because I provide here P1 class first and after that P2. So this object just got M1 method in P1 class. That's why it doesn't go further. It just print this M1 method for us. And if I specify here the P2 class first and then P1 class, then it will print the P2 class for us. That M1 method of P2 class will implement. So we just have to define here the order of parent class as per our need. If we want P2 class first, or if we want to implement P2 class or any other class, then we have to mention there properly. According to that, the output will print. So here the order of parent class is important while inheriting, because we are inheriting in a single child multiple parent. That's why the order is important. And it just take the first class always, because all the parent class having the same method here. Here if I define the parent 3, that is P3 also, then it contains the same method name M1 only. Now if I want to check what is the order of that particular class here, so I just print here, print MRO. What happened due to that is print class name here C dot MRO. Here I want to check what is the order of this class C, which method, which class is called first and which class is called at last. So I just use here MRO, that is method resolution order of specified class. So I just print here and it will give me the output. That what happened here, the first class C is called, after that class P2 is called, and after that class P1 is called. Here class C, then P2, then P1. If I change the order here I specify P1 and after that P2, and if I run it, then here C, P1 and P2, the order is given. So this is a way to check the order of specified class. So using method MRO, that is method resolution order method. Now the last is hybrid inheritance. Now what happened in hybrid inheritance? Hybrid inheritance is nothing but a combination of all single, multi-level, multiple and hierarchical inheritance. So I just specify here one class, then I inherit this class. So I just use here single inheritance. I also use here multi-level inheritance, and here I also use hierarchical inheritance also. So if I just want to check here the order of that particular class, then here what is the order of this C class? I just print the MR of class C by using a class name dot MRO, and it just give me the order of class C. That is, first it will run C class, then D class, then B class, and after that A. So here C, D, B, and after that I inherit the A class in D and B. That's why after that at last it run the A class. Similarly, if I want to check the order of B class, then what happen, what it will output here, first B class will run, after that A class will run, because I inherited only a single class in that B class. Similarly, if I want to check the order of D class, then it will just give me the output as first it will run D class, then A class, because I inherit only A class in B class. So this is all about the hybrid inheritance, where we use all the combination of inheritances, that is single, multi-level, multiple and hierarchical inheritance. Now there is the last inheritance, that is cyclic inheritance. but Python does not support the cyclic inheritance, so don't worry about this type of inheritance. And this inheritance is in Java, as Java support the cyclic inheritance, but Python there is no such type of concept. So this is all about the inheritance. We discuss here the 5 different types of inheritances. I hope you enjoy each and every inheritance concept, because it is very simple inheritances. So just watch carefully and listen carefully what I define in the definition. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you.